In this next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to put students into groups and also just to see what they're doing online in your course. So first up, we want to put some students, we want to create some groups. If you go to the admin section, go to users and groups. You can then create a group by clicking on create group. Simple one, we're going to just call it group number 1 and give the group description. You can add an enrollment key, but for the moment we'll just keep it simple, and we're going to save changes. Okay, so now we have a group. We're going to add some users to that group. Click on add or remove users, and we're going to add user 2, 3 and 4 to this group. And now we have students 2, 3 and 4 in this group. Students can be in more than one group, or if you just want them in one group, obviously just one group. We can go back to groups, and we have a list now. We've got group 1, 3 people in that group. You can auto create groups, which will randomly assign a number of students into each group, and you can edit group settings, etc., import groups as well. So we have our students in groups now, and you can check the overview of your groups, who's in group 1, etc. Groupings is a little bit more complex, and we might look at that a little bit later, but for the moment it's just a quick introduction to groups. We'll go back to the course. Now, you might like to know which student is doing what in your course. If you go to people and participants, you get a list of who is in the course. You can see that you as the teacher are active, but at the moment none of the other students in your course is very active. Now, if you do want to check what they're doing though, you click on that particular user, and if you want to see what that student is doing, you go to administration, go to activity reports, and you can find out exactly what they're doing. You can click on a complete report, which will give you a list of everything that the student has done in their forums, on their quizzes, etc. If you want to check how often and what the student is logging into, you can click on all logs, and that will give you a list of each time the student has clicked on anything in the course. You can see the date and time that person has logged on, what they did at that time. You can even see where the person did it. So Moodle gives you many options for tracking your students and seeing exactly what they're doing. So that's one example of the student administration. You can also very quickly check on the students' grades, etc., in the same way. That's the end of this particular tutorial.